In 2018, my family and I were invited to the pre-release screening of the children's movie Show Dog. This seemingly innocent movie had some content that I found deeply concerning. In one scene, the main character had to have his genitals examined in order to save the day. Despite voicing his discomfort, he was told this was necessary to complete his mission and instructed to go to his Zen place so that he could be successful and become the hero. I left the movie feeling very uncomfortable, and my discomfort grew as my daughter cited this very scene as her favorite because it was so funny. Because of my background surviving child abuse, I was able to see a very dangerous message that was layered between cute animals, jokes, and a hero's plot. I did not think I would be alone in seeing this. The morning reviews were released. I sat and read one after another, looking for any mention of sexual grooming. It quickly became apparent that one of two things was happening. Either no one else saw this disturbing message, or no one was speaking out and alerting parents to its presence. I knew that I had to say something, yet I also felt worried. What if speaking out about what I saw caused others to think that I was crazy or overreaching or making problems where there weren't any? What if sharing my story caused more strain on already stretched family relationships? And what if I said something and nobody even cared? All of these concerns and others put aside, I sat and wrote a review, which quickly went viral. Within a few days, my website had over 5 million views. It was amazing, humbling, and inspiring that so many people cared about the words that I had shared. Many people cried for a change to the movie or for it to be pulled from theaters. I was in awe because, unlike some previous experiences I'd had sharing about my abuse, I was heard. People listened. Hollywood listened. For the first time ever, a movie was pulled from theaters to be edited for content. It was amazing. My words and my story had an impact that could be felt on a global scale. There are so many people that mistakenly believe that keeping their story secret protects themselves and others. Really, the exact opposite is true. When we keep the shame surrounding our traumas, our pain, our significant life disturbances tucked away, we cannot heal. No one is able to fully heal and find a place of thriving when what needs healed is being hidden and denied. Have you ever imagined that you can take an experience and just tuck it in a box and hide it and the accompanying pain away? We can even put a metaphorical bow on top of excuses, trying to make it look prettier. Really, the shame always seeps out of that box, and it affects every aspect of our lives. And when our lives are laced with shame, we are unable to live life to the fullest and experience joy truly and completely. There are too many people living in homes clouded by the pain of abuse. So many who suffer from addiction, and too many people convinced that they are unworthy. Many of these struggles are born from shame, shame that perpetuates cycles of abuse, that feeds appetites for toxic numbing, that fuels fiery, violent outbursts, and that whispers lies that you are not worthy. Your story does not have to be one of deep trauma to have experienced shame. Everybody's life has experiences that have written shame on our hearts. The first step to healing is vulnerability. Every time we share our stories, we release a bit of the shame that it carries. We give others permission to share their stories. We create connection and validation for those around us. Each time we share our stories, we heal our lives and we heal our hearts. Our stories, our experiences are not what keep us broken, addicted, angry, and living as a victim. Our silence is the chain that keeps us tied back and held back from living a life full of joy and thriving.